really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." And Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Denver. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Jazz, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And seeing where Utah is, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets' opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray, and it's Craig in a two-guard. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert, and it's O'Neal in at the three spot. Here's Craig. And Brent, both teams really want this win. Playoff implications are at stake.
This is going to be an interesting night to see who it is that stands up, Kevin, and who it is that realizes the imperative nature of this game for their playoff chances. This could have some seeding implications as well.
And the players know it well, too, don't they?
The players know it well, and the veteran players and the players who have that experience and that hunger to get back there, they're letting the other guys know that tonight, let's lock in and tune it up.
Shot clock at 2. Here's O'Neal. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Porter. The Jazz shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Three shots.
That free throw, no good. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And he sinks the second.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage. Clearly a foul.
And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
2.
No good on that one. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Now here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Clock at 6. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Now, here is O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Gobert can't hit.
He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Craig passes to Millsap. And he banks in the layup.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Conley against Murray. Pass to Craig. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his second bucket tonight.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Passes it to Mitchell. A three ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Murray, good.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Conley. Trailing by 2. O'Neal. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Millsap. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
Conley kicks to Ingles. Conley against Murray. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley, he never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
Two.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Greg, you talked to Conley. He'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
And Utah making a change here. Davis is checked in, and Jokic drops them both.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
Murray against Conley. And Davis now top of the key. On the wing, Mitchell. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the paint. And that one's good, Jokic.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Conley dishes to Ingles. And it's sent back by Jokic.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Murray with it. Conley picks him up, launches it, and it's Jokic missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. He seems to be rushing shots.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Craig. No points in the game yet for him. Murray outside. Knocks down the three ball. Murray's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nuggets.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Here's Mitchell. Softly drops in the floater. Mitchell's got 10 points.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Jokic against Conley. And the shot goes in. And that's now 9 points for Jokic.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And a switcher also for Denver. Morris is checked in. Here's Clarkson. 9-point game his last outing. Over Morris. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Murray, no good. Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And the basket by Ingles. Denver's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside, Porter. There's the pass to Jokic. Murray with it. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Mitchell. Denver grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter finds Morris. Murray outside. Over Mitchell. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Jazz trail by 5. Clarkson passes to Davis. Ingles trying to get open. Porter with a block. Morris dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in. Jokic has got 11 points.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Jokic. Over Davis. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now a 9-point Denver lead. Utah shooting 40% here in the early stages. Now the feed to Mitchell. Over Murray. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Davis. He's got 12.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Now here's Millsap, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Morris finds Jokic. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
For the Jazz, George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles, and Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution here for Denver. And Plumlee kicks to Bull. Mudiay against Morris. Passes to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. Back to Morris. Doesn't go that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Here's Clarkson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Bull. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
2 shots.
That free throw missing.
You know, Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard. So trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
He hits the second from the line. The Nuggets leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Bull. He's covered by Clarkson, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Denver. Grant finds Morris. 5 to shoot. Shoots it. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that one good from Clarkson.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him. In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Bull, Plumlee out there with Grant. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. And that one falls for Bull. Brent, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically. But certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nuggets on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Clarkson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Bull.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Morris with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's blocked. And stolen by Bull. And now the Nuggets, fast break, jumps up, and the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Moutier passes to Clarkson. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Gobert. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 2020. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
And that one drops for him. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw
name,
that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation, though.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. Dozier passes to Plumlee, kicks to Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now the pass to Moutier. Clarkson taking his time here. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And that was one of those gritty wins. I mean, they struggled in a lot of areas, but the fight was never in doubt, and that's one reason why they were able to pull it out.
Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee, hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And Jeremy Grant just has such a great combination of athleticism and explosiveness. It's up to him to find familiar spots on the floor and do a good job of playing off his teammates to make an impact on every game that he plays.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Plumlee. Second free throw, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Moutier passes to Clarkson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
One shot.
Free throw good, Clarkson. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Rudy Gobert. Second in field goal percentage, 4th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Moutier finds Clarkson. Here's Gobert. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Grant. Another shot. It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
Moutier kicks to Clarkson.
Stay there.
It's tipped. They retain possession. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Gobert. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Over Daniels. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Bowl dishes to Daniels. In the corner, Bowl with it. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Dozier. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Gobert's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Pass to Clarkson. Moutier looking around. That one a little long.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Daniels kicks to Dozier. Back to Daniels. Here's Bowl. And the dunk by Bowl.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Dozier, defended by Moutier. Pass to Grant. Down low. And the dunk by Bowl.
And guys, this is kind of Bowl's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now O'Neal. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. It's rebounded by Dozier. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for George Niang. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Denver now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Nuggets have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
One shot.
That one misses for Millsap.
Really the hard work and the lunch pail mentality of a guy like Paul Millsap, who made himself into an all-star in the Eastern Conference. He's got tremendous skill and versatility.
For Utah, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Denver now. They're on a 14-6 run. Morris passes to Murray. No, it doesn't go. His fourth miss in 8 attempts. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell in the corner. Three-pointer. They get it back. He can't hit that time. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's stolen by Morris. Dishes it to Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Denver, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Two.
That free throw good from Morris. And Morris drops them both. Jazz trail by 11. And here is Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Inside. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Outside, Porter. Fires from the wing. Here's Jokic, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lets it go. Misses off the left iron.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Back to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Denver. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Morris. Gobert with the block. 3-on-3. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. And Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Porter. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Murray. That one's good from the corner. Murray's got 12 in the game.
Good sign of an efficient shooter there. His release is lightning quick.
And so it's Denver, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Bol having an outstanding game. He had 18 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
You watch Bol. The first thing that stands out, length. But what really jumps out, look at those skills, Ernie, his handles, his shot, and the ability to beat you off the pass if you overplay him.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit. We're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Nuggets leading by 9. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Conley dishes to Gobert. Gobert double-teamed. Here's Ingles. And he makes good on the layup. Ingles has got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Count it. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Now, he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Mitchell outside. Here's Conley. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Millsap, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one right now. 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And that one falls for Millsap. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Ball stolen.
I got ball. Who's watching him?
Here's Craig, covered by Conley. The kick out to Porter. Goes back up. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Now, here's Mitchell. D right on him. Five to shoot. Conley with a wide open look. They grab their own miss.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic draws the double. Pass to Craig. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Murray against Conley. Here's Mitchell. Craig pulls it in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Murray, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 19. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Utah, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Two.
The free throw drops for Mitchell. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets. Troy Daniels comes in for Porter. And so he makes both from the line. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Utah calls timeout. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And the Jazz with some changes. George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Here's Moutier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
The effort by Moutier to get physical inside is what ultimately forced the defense to foul him there. At his size, he can do that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The pass to Jokic. Here is Daniels, guarded by O'Neal. Back to Jokic, puts it up, kept alive. Had the space there, but it's offline.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Murray, the pass to Daniels. To the inside, here's Jokic. That one drops for him. Jokic has got 23 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Moutier. The tray, good on the triple.
When Moutier starts to stroke it from the outside, he's got him on a string.
Murray kicks to Daniels. Murray against Moutier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
And Gobert kicks to Moutier. A second chance effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, easy call.
Two.
He's off on the first. Bowl, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And he sinks the second. The Nuggets leading by 18. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. The wide open look for Plumlee. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Plumlee's got himself on the board with 3 there. Moutier against Murray. Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him. Gobert can't hit.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly, sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
Clarkson dishes to Moutier. From deep. That shot off. And Denver the other way now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shot from the wing. Daniels inside the line. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Moutier. They get it again. Gobert Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
He's been getting to the line, now his 6th trip in the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Denver. Morris is checked in. The free throw drops for Gobert. Denver leading by 22. Passes to Jokic.
I'm open! Hey, who got him?
And the shot goes down. Jokic has got 27 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Moutier finds Gobert. Here's Clarkson. And Bull pulls it down.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Moutier passes to Davis. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 25 points for Rudy Gobert. Morris looking over the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Davis kicks to Niang. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 14 points now in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Moutier dishes to Davis. With a floater. Moutier, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Looking to get back on track here. And Moutier throws it down.
Wow, lane opened up and Moutier goes in there with a vicious attack.
Moutier against Morris. Inside, Jokic. Morris trying to free himself up, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Utah calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let him hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Gobert. And it's Conley in for Moutier. Here is Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Clarkson with the ball. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Dozier. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The Jazz with another miss.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. I mean, he's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it. I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Now, here's Ingles. 6 points for him. Out left to the wing. It's intercepted. And Grant with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
How about the vision from Grant? Reads the defense like a book and jumps all over him in the open floor.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Clarkson on the wing. He's got 10. Outside Conley. They can't stop the run with that one.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
For Denver, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Bull. And Jokic drops them both. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Conley against Morris. Conley, the pass to Ingles. Davis kicks to Ingles. First trip to the line for him here.
Two.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. 20 seconds left in the third. Morris against Conley. Morris right side. And Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2" wingspan sends that one back.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with, we've got Monte Morris, Paul Millsap out there with Vonleh, and it's Dozier in at the 2.
Well, he's underrated, Davis, as an athlete. He can get up there in a hurry.
Outside Millsap. Back to Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Ed Davis. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options. The qualifying offer, Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Denver's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Dozier, fires the 3, drills it from outside.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Jazz shooting, not great, 40% for the game. Williams-Goss, the pass to Davis. Rob. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Dozier, and the layup's good off the glass.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. That was a good possession all the way around.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. And there it is for him.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Millsap passes to Bates Diop. Back to Millsap. It's stolen by Bradley. Outside, Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, I know he's long and sinewy, but sometimes Ed Davis shows off some of that strength. That time, ripping through the defense.
Morris outside. Kicks it to Vonleh. From outside, off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him...
Here's Williams-Goss, covered by Morris. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dozier passes to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. The rebound by the Jazz. Bradley up top. And stolen by Vonleh. Here's Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And Millsap is a very unique size and combination of talent and skill. Tonight, he's been relentless on the offensive end.
Tucker, the pass to Bradley. Over Vonleh. And the shot is long.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over him.
Bates Diop, the pass to Vonleh. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Fades. Rebounded by Tucker. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Bradley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need, and need to be complete as people.
Denver's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Plumlee is checked in for the Nuggets. Here is Daniels. It's good. Here's Williams-Goss. Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Dozier passes to Daniels. Sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Williams-Goss. Davis. It's good on the putback.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Now Daniels. He kicks it to Vonleh. His three-pointer's off the mark. Jazz have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Down low. And Ed Davis again. Davis has got 10 points in the quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Denver's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Dozier. Here's Bates Diop. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Bradley. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about
the game,
the optics of the game.
Yes, yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. First one falls for him. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And there's the pass to Bates Diop. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bates Diop's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA.
today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
Denver's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. On the wing, Daniels, beyond the arc, good on the 3-point shot. Daniels has got 10 points here in the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Niang passes to Williams-Goss, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Oni, he's covered by Daniels. That one falls.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Dozier passes to Plumlee. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Bradley. Here's Williams-Goss.
And one.
Denver's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Here's Dozier. Pass to Daniels. Pass to Dozier. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist in this one. Jazz shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Passes it to Bradley. Kicks to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clock at 6. The pass to Niang. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Pass to Plumlee. Daniels with it. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
And both free throws good for Vonleh.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Vonleh was the 9th overall pick in that highly anticipated draft class of 2012.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Denver.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And the first one drops. Well, you talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Plumlee hits them both. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Here's Williams-Goss, covered by Morris. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Passes it to Williams-Goss. Takes the three. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.